It's obvious that putting all these interracial couples in commercials and the whole woke movement hasn't done anything to lift up the black community. In fact, it's isolated it terribly and horribly, and it's turning in on itself. And, being black right now in America is worse than it was 10, 20 years ago when there was still a lot of problems, but now it's terribly worse. And it is a result of the woke community lifting black lives up and putting interracial couples in commercials. And why? What these people think, or at least their attitude is, that they're out there to help the black community. So why is it hurting the black community? Well, the commercials are hurting the black community because it's false. Those people making those commercials don't care about the black community at all, and we know that. They care about profit. They would put their mother on a commercial if it would sell. That's the one thing they care about. Advertising and marketing is completely amoral. It is only about making dollars, and once you confuse the two, once you put a moral issue and use it to sell, it cheapens the moral issue. It takes all the value out of it, and that's something that we understand intuitively, and it brings down our respect for the problem. And then the old woke community, they're all, number one, they're all white people who are basically about self-hatred. They hate the white people, and they talk about colonialism and isolation without discussing the larger world and what it really was. They are trying to tear up their own history. They probably have, serious problems with their family and stuff, but they're full of white guilt. Most white people don't have white guilt. The ones that do are hurt and messed up, and they have learned to turn in on themselves. And so when they are out there talking all of this stuff, it's not real either. It's really about them, and it's not doing anything to help the black community. And in the end, the only thing that's going to help the black community is black people. They are going to have to stand up and do the whole thing themselves, because that is how everyone fixes their problems. You can help people, you can give them food, you can keep them alive when they're sick, but once they get back to good health, then fixing their problems is their own responsibility, because no one else can take that responsibility from them. That's what responsibility means. The ability to respond, and everyone only has the ability to respond to their own problems, because all of those things that you do when you overcome your own problems, the way you change yourself and fix yourself and make yourself able to face whatever obstacles are in front of you, that is what creates the strong person that can stand on their own and make it and survive. And you have to go through that evolution of doing it yourself to become that person. That's just the way it works for everyone. And it's going to be hard, and we need to do it, and we need to start talking about real ways to get this done, because the black community in America is part of America. And if they are not strong, if they do not, if they're not stable and feeling good, then America has a problem, and America has a vested interest in fixing that problem. And I care about America deeply, deeply.